where they will line up at the entrance to applaud each graduate. With this unique gesture, the University of the Free State pays tribute to its graduates for their achievements. You are kindly requested to rise as the graduates and procession enter the hall.
Yeah. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. By virtue of the power vested in me as Chancellor, I hereby constitute this congregation of the University of the Free State for the conferment of degrees in the Faculty of Economic and Management Sciences. I therefore confer degrees on all the candidates that the Dean presents to this congregation. In addition, I hereby confer degrees on those whose names appear in the program but who are not present here today. Please be seated.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Professor Corley Vatoon. I'm the Vice Rector for Research at the University of the Free State. I'd like to welcome all of you at this fantastic, prestigious event. This is the best day in the University of the Free State's calendar. This is the highlight of our academic activities. To see these students now graduandi across the stage is certainly an achievement for all the academics sitting in the front rows here. A special word of welcome to the Chancellor, Professor Khotso Mokele, the Rector and Vice-Chancellor, Professor Francis Peterson, my fellow Vice-Rectors on stage, as well as heads of the South and Kwakwa campuses, our two registrars, the Deans and representatives of Deans, and the members of Council on stage this morning. I'd like to welcome the parents and family members and guests this morning. I hope that you will enjoy the morning with us. This is such a prestigious event, and I'm sure you're proud of all the students that you're supporting this morning. I'd like to give a special word of welcome to the Swazi royal family in the audience this morning. One of the members of the family will cross the stage, and I'd specifically like to welcome Her Royal Highness Gogo Mabingu, and Her Royal Highness Gogo Makaya. The university makes use of official photographers who are present in the hall today. Areas on campus have been allocated to a number of freelance photographers. However, the university do not accreditate those photographers, but you're welcome to make use of them. Those of you who arrived after the pre-ceremony announcements are asked to refer to page 2 of the graduation program. Today is the time to celebrate each graduate, and it is the request of the university that you allow that we hear the name of each candidate. So if you can make your celebrations short to allow the following candidate's name to be heard clearly. Graduates are kindly requested to complete the graduation exit survey forms that are on your chairs. Please leave them on the chairs before you exit the hall at the end of the ceremony. I'd like to introduce the artist of this morning, Ms. Delia Mumakwe. She is one of our undergraduate students and an incredible performer. Delia is currently a BCom honors student at the University of the Free State, and she's specializing in industrial psychology. She's born and bred in Benoni, and Delia has aspirations to be a successful musician. So Delia, we're looking forward to listening to you.
Broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, and you can find the fighter, but I see it in you, so we're gonna walk it out and move mountains. We're gonna walk it out and move mountains. And I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day, I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid, I'll rise up, in spite of the ache, I'll rise up. 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you, for you. When the silence isn't quiet and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe, and I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet and move mountains and bring it to its feet and move mountains. And I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day, I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid, I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. For you, for you, for you. And for that we have each other. Yeah. We will rise, we will rise, we will rise. Oh, we'll rise. And I'll rise up, rise like today, I'll rise up. In spite of the ache, I will rise 1,000 times again. And we'll rise up, we'll rise like today, we'll rise up. In spite of the ache, we'll rise up, and we'll do it 1,000 times again.
Thank you very much, Delia. We're really proud of the talent that we have amongst our students. Isn't it incredible? I'd like to welcome the guest speaker of this morning, Honourable Mr. Judge Ian van der Merwe. Judge Ian van der Merwe was born in a small town of Frankfurt in the Free State. He matriculated at Grey College, and I just asked him at the beginning of the ceremony if I may say that his nickname in school was Einstein. He's an alumnus of the University of the Free State, where he obtained a BA Juris LLB from the University of the Free State and UNISA, respectively. He began his professional career as a state advocate for the National Prosecuting Authority in Bloemfontein in 1978, before participating as an advocate at the Free State Bar for over 2 decades. He was then appointed as judge in the Free State High Court in 2003. While on the Free State Bar, he served as chairperson. Additionally, he has served as chairperson of the Koffsie Rechts Alumni, the Free State Rugby Union Disciplinary Committee, the Grey College Governing Board, and the University of the Free State Council, on which he served for 3 terms. Judge Ian van der Merwe was appointed as a judge in the Supreme Court of Appeal in 2016, following 2 years as an acting judge in the same court. Ian, we're looking forward to listening to you this morning.
Mr. Chancellor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, especially graduates, to earn a university degree is a very important, empowering achievement. So allow me firstly to congratulate all of you who are about to be awarded the degree very much on your achievement, as well as your loved ones and those who have supported you in the process of getting here. It is a pleasure for me to participate in this prestigious occasion and to deliver a short message, especially to the graduates. It's nice to be back, actually. In the late 1860s, the great Russian author, Leo Tolstoy, wrote the novel War and Peace. And many people maintain that that's the greatest novel ever written. For my part, with my limited knowledge of literature, I tend to agree. It depicts many different characters in depth and complexity against the rich tapestry of family life of that time and the historic events relating to the invasion of Russia by Napoleon. And there's a chapter in that book towards the end that inter alia deals with whether greatness should be ascribed to Napoleon, despite his conduct, which included, according to the author, his abandonment of his retreating troops. And in that chapter, there's a line that has over the years become somewhat of a motto to me, and that I would like to share with you. And that line is, there is no greatness where there is not simplicity, goodness, and truth. Perhaps more modern translation, there is no greatness where simplicity, goodness, and truth are absent. Simplicity, goodness, truth. So what does it mean? How can that be applied in everyday life? Well, first, I venture to say that these things will not, of course, bring about greatness by themselves. You will have to work hard as graduates to achieve your dreams. But whatever you achieve will have little or no value if it is without these attributes of simplicity, goodness, and truth. Now, simplicity in this context doesn't mean stupidity or feebleness. It means humility. Humility. I don't think the importance of humility can be overemphasized, especially in leaders, as you as graduates will be when you go out into the community. You are a leader not for yourself, but to serve. Egos, arrogance, vanity have prevented many people from achieving greatness. Humility, on the other hand, brings to the fore many good things. It brings, for instance, an open mind, a mind not clouded by an exaggerated view of oneself. It brings the ability to admit to making a mistake, to be open to persuasion. I don't have to tell you that the question is not whether you will make mistakes. The question is, how do you deal with your mistakes? Do you learn from your mistakes? Do you grow as a person? To me, personally, there are very few things in this context as impressive as someone that comes forward and says, look, I made a mistake, I admit it, I apologize, this is how I'm going to deal with it now or in the future. And an open mind, in turn, enhances that rare ability of being able to quickly grasp the crux of a matter. Humility will also bring the capacity to value the small things in life, to find joy in the small things in life, in nature, personal relationships, and so on. Without that, you'll miss a lot. And it brings patience. Patience, which I think is the larger, greater part of inner strength. The element of goodness that Tolstoy referred to really means what it says. It means to be good, to do good, to be kind. And essentially, I would say, to truly believe in the equality and human dignity of all people. There is only one race, and that is the human race, and we are all equal. And we should depart from that premise. Truth means, in this context, I would say, in the first place, to be truthful in all your ways, to always act with integrity. Remember, you are entitled to your own opinion, not to your own facts. And let it not be said of you that the only exercise you get is jumping to conclusions. Keep to the truth. Sadly, the reality is that the examples available from public life nowadays in South Africa are mostly of how not to go about with the truth. Corruption and lies pervades society. There are all kinds of strategies to try and hide the truth. Strategies to play for time, to find scapegoats, to play race cards. How is it, you might ask, that the highest elected, of the holder of the highest elected office in the land did not raise an eyebrow when the state spent until forced to do so, of course, when the state spent 240 million rand on his private home? How did it come about that the senior public official lied about whether he passed matric, whether he had passed matric, and then said he didn't understand the question, which said, did you pass matric? How is it that the judge of the High Court keeps on denying falsely that he was drunk and keeps on failing to confront the truth? These are but a few examples of why there is a dire and critical need for society, for all of us, to insist on the truth. And perhaps the most important human endeavor is to search for the truth in science, in social aspects, and in every aspect of life. So this is my message to you, my humble message to you. Go from here, go with humility and goodness, and search for the truth, and hold on to the truth. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge van der Merwe, for reminding us what does ethical leadership mean. Thank you also for your loyalty to the province, to higher education, to schools in the province, and the impact that you have had on our council. We have seen your footprints all over all over the province, so thank you very much. We now come to the important part of the ceremony this morning, and I'd now call upon the Dean of the Faculty of Economic and Management Sciences, Professor Henry Krokamp, to present the candidates in his faculty.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the privilege to request you to confer degrees on the candidates that I introduce to you. Bachelor of Commerce, Dareshurai Kau A.D. Van den Berg, D.J. Van Sail, H. Bachelor of Commerce in Accounting. Bale, L.G. Bambiso, W.L.G. Belele, E.A. Beleng, M.P. Billy, K.N. Blair, M. Bruns, G.G. Bulashib Gobo, L.Z. Chen, L. Kutsi, L.K. Connellan, K.M. Conradi, M. Douds, S.S. Davids, R. De Veer, N.W.S. Dijssel, I. Tanwa, D.B. Els E. and a degree with distinction. Ik geloof graag met lof. Engelbrecht, G.A. Fani, L.S.G. Feke, R. Freddie, A. Gabela, SS. Cool. Gashi, LC. Gous, JA. Kujanga, O. Hartnik is, and the degree with distinction, graad met lof. Hartman R. Harvey Wuzi, DA. MM. Homo H. Kechane DP. Kumatsana KP. Kolisang M. Kloy T. Creer B. Lagrantie SF. Mabasu MA. Maguire G. Mahamba A. Maketa RM. Makubalu TA. Makoko MK. Malaleka MR. Manabela RD. Mapitse KM. Masangu TP. Mashehu MF. Masifane EM. Masindi TV. Matebula L. Macheka MT. Mashidisho BG. Mkambi N. Mdaka N. Mdenwelwa A. Mankies, hier weer en die graad met lof, the degree with distinction. MEPA NE. Njoli AA. Mamusebo KR. Marjorie LP. Mtube T. Mswari AS. Mukumi T. Mofokeng DV. Muholo B and the degree with distinction. Mutapelo NTS and the degree with distinction. Mohali NK. Makobo ME. Makocho T. Makoto TP. Laeng CR. Molapisi PM. Mulapu TN. Muleku MJ. Molokome TM. Motaung MC. Motlakuhana K. Mutlong IV. Machabi JK. Mpawa O. Msani NI. Mtimkulu PS. Mtimunye ZV. Mudao P. Mazuka T. You can give it, I just. Mukwebu R. Mulenga CL. Miller M. Muswede NB. Nailana PJ. Nkamane ZR. Ndao R. Nemudzibadi A. Ngidi NP. Nwape IK. Nkabinde M. Nkashle D. Nkuhane TBA. Nkomo XL. Nokwe SL. Ntadala B. 1 minute. Nsamba N. Yep. Nsangeni R. Now Bella MP. Porco GSD. Pungula LLB. Ramulechi EP. Ramurosi DA. Richter AM. Sigopa T. Sipotlane KF. Shabangu TD. Whoa. Shikwambana C. Well done. Okay. Thank you. Settle down, please. Thank you. Shuping, MG. Sijeni, LL. Shilo, E. Siklakla, N. Sitatu, TM. Sitole, NB. Soldaat, OO. Sonyeke, A. Swarts, HB. Swiegers, M. Taibos, CM. Tunti, DBT. Truist, C. Van Kopenhagen, MC. Oeps. Van der Merwe, IM. Van Heerden, CD. Willekazi, T. Forster, SW. Web, L. Chang, T. Zukoza, Z. Zwane, FS. Zwane, NP. Bachelor of Commerce in Agricultural Economics. Malatudi, TJ. Bachelor of Commerce in Economics. Bakedi, BO. Bergman, RN. Dlamini, ST. Kaibe, T. Kakao, DT. Hama, KP. Koloko, AL. Magerman, IL. Maslachi LM. Makutuane R. Makubela P. Marumu MM. Masondu B. Merikupane EP. Msle TP. Mofokeng MR. Moewa NK and the degree with distinction. Mukhatle L. Mulefi MP. Moletsani BJ. Molomo LM. Motahum TN. Motibi MJ. Msele L. Whoops. Mzimba LL. Nkamane SR. Ndlovu LN. Ndavambi T. Nebuhue D. Mtsongyane EB. Oosthuizen WM. Pakati TA. Rapunga KE. Ramabulana K. Roos JG. Senwamere K. Swart S. Tuteti MBP. Foster M. Bachelor of Commerce in Entrepreneurship. De Nobriga K. De Villiers B and the degree with distinction. Die graad met lof. Lebesa, MLA. Mofukazana, PN. Nel, Ye. Hello. Sepadile, MC. Well done. Simons, in. Nee, van Skalkwyk. Van Skalkwyk, H. Forster, A. Forster, RC. Bachelor of Commerce in Financial Management. Yeah. De Beer, FV. Lelimo, NA. Sabila, MRJ. Shabalala, MT. Bachelor of Commerce in General Management. Ferreira, SM. Bachelor of Commerce in Human Resource Management. Taja, M. De Faria, T.O. Derksen, R.R. Els, L.F. and a degree with distinction, die graad met lof. Gert, M. Lombard, F. De Weer. Mijntjes, K. Mpota, LV. Ramji, UV. Van Wyk, A. Bachelor of Commerce in Investment Management and Banking. Dreyer, J.F. Hey. Dube, SN. Jamison, ZJ. Jonathan, MF. Jonk, U. Jordan, H4. Khan, T. Well done. Cork, LJ. Labase, N. Mabasu, TK. Magoka MK. Wait for it. Malloy KT and the degree with distinction. Marumo OM. Mashi MZ. May BA. Moima SJ. Mukwena L. Mukoma DJ. Monyaku KD. Monyane L. Mutete ML. Mpapela S. Nel L.E. Ngashle N.J. Nchislele L.A. Nyameke J. Ulofse Ye. Okere Boateng AK. Pua AM. Present KB. Ransane TC. Skumbi PA. Salamache T. Sepobi, ML. Setleku TP. Siodi IB. Shumba M. Siminya VI. Stein R. Tipa Y. Van der Merwe SS. Van Roy, HJ, and a degree with distinction in graad met lof. Van Tonder C. Bachelor of Commerce in Law. Binka Z. Bryant M. Thanks. Kutsie Ye. De Wil M.I. Dreyer D. and the degree was distinction, die graad met lof. Hayes W. Herbst L. Shlongwane B.R. Jansen van Rensburg, F.J. Kawamba, K.E. Kelly, E.C. Mafuya, Y. Malherbe, A. Masedi, L. Mulefi, S. Meinert, M. Nell, T.N. Perelmuth, Y.I. and the degree was distinction. Strauss, M. and the degree was distinction, die graad met lof. Tanjane, M.R. Ungere, D. and the degree was distinction, die graad met lof. Van der Merwe, E. and the degree was distinction, die graad met lof. Webner, H.C. Bachelor of Commerce in Marketing. Bicknell, R.L. Dietlefs, T.T. Groenewald, J. Heath, J.L. Jacobs, D.J. Lapeskachny, J.T. and the degree was distinction, die graad met lof. Mugwad Nazi, Z.J. Punayane, T.F. and the degree was distinction. Completely T.N. Rabi, R. Sechoba, K. Smith, M. Teppen, K. Van Belkom V. and a degree with distinction. Van Rooyen C. Venter H.J. Bachelors of Commerce in Statistics. Ndlovu S. Okay. Mr. Chancellor, Bachelor of Commerce Honours, Celia C.R.
Good morning again, ladies and gentlemen. After did you say the 7th? Yes? Yeah, the 7th for this week. The 10th, if you include the 3 graduation sessions we had on the Kwakwa campus. We still have 4 more to go, but we're getting there. But again, another enjoyable, festive, inspiring session. And congratulations to you all for having made it to this point. And we sincerely hope that this is just to launch you to go even further ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give them a collective round of applause. As we conclude, can I say a few thank yous? Firstly to Dean Corley, Deputy Vice Chancellor, Vice Rector Corley, for leading us through this particular graduation session. Well done, Corley. We were presented with a musical item by a very talented young lady, Delia Maumakwe. She's not in the hall anymore, but even in absence, let's appreciate her rendition with another round of applause. We then had our guest speaker, but I will come back to the guest speaker in a few seconds. Back to the graduates. It takes incredible hard work to get to where you are. We know that because we went through it too. It takes commitment, it takes passion, it takes dedication. Even though we know that there's lazinesses that also sneak into some of us. But your efforts, the fruits of your labor have paid off. And you have every reason to be happy, to feel satisfied that you exerted yourself and you saw the rewards from that. You've been screamed at, you've been ululated at, and you deserve that. But we all know, I'm sure you better than us, that you are not the only one who had to sacrifice, who had to dedicate themselves to your cause. There were many others. There were mothers and fathers, uncles and aunts, brothers and sisters, cousins, former teachers, priests and pastors, everybody else that has touched your life. Some of them are up there on the bleachers and seated behind you. I'm now going to ask you to rise and let it be your time to say thank you to them and make as much noise as you can in saying thank you. Thank you very much. As you remain standing, in front of you here and on the stage are some of your most immediate teachers, professors, lecturers, senior lecturers. But as you say thank you to them, I want you to simply use their presence here as a proxy for you to say thank you to all the teachers that taught you up to this point. Please say thank you and congratulations to them. Thank you very much. You can be seated now. Can those of you who got their degrees with distinction please rise? As you remain standing, I kind of like this part, ladies and gentlemen, because success has to be celebrated, but excellence has to be celebrated even more than just success. But as they remain standing, and I do this almost every graduation session, I ask you to look at the gender balance between the two, male and female genders. Now, the reason I like doing this is because there's been a trend over the last few years, last 3-4 years or so, when we've moved from 7 years ago when I became Chancellor here, we've moved from almost 80% white male who would stand at this point, and I can tell you that collectively, through the 10 graduation sessions that we've had, it's been 70-75% female. And I think this is something to celebrate specially. And well done to everybody. And for the guys, I have nothing against guys getting distinctions. And it has nothing to do with the fact that I never got a distinction. So, but thank you very much. Please be seated. Before I conclude, I also like Corley, I want to acknowledge and recognize the mothers of Sbuisile Dlamini, Her Royal Highness Gogo Mbingo, and also Her Royal Highness Gogo Makaya, who are members of the royal family from Swaziland, who are here with us in their colorful, proudly colorful Swazi regalia. We appreciate your presence here and the trouble that you took to travel all the way from Swaziland to come and be here with your daughter. Welcome to the Free State. Ladies and gentlemen, let me now come to the conclusion and refer to my good friend, just Ian van der Merwe, who was until about 6-7 months ago, not just the member of the council of this university, having served 3 terms as we're informed, but as the chairperson of the council. A person who invested enormous amount of energy and spirit in guiding and leading this university that we all love so much. And just from Merve, it's a pleasure to see you again, and a privilege to have listened to you share your thoughts, and which were quite deep, in a sense. And I know graduates come to a graduation primarily to come and walk across the stage, and not to come and listen to speeches. But when universities decide to include a guest speaker in the graduation program, is with the hope that as you celebrate your success, and we are here to celebrate it with you, there's a message that will mark this day for you. 2 days ago, the Vice-Chancellor was a graduation speaker. And he took us through a tour de force of a guest speech, which focused on the definition of identity, and particularly important in the context of the country that we live in. The judge today spoke less about identity, but about value systems. In quoting Tolstoy, in terms of what defines greatness, that without simplicity, goodness, and truth, greatness does not exist. As he was talking, I was wondering what was going through your minds at that point. How do you judge yourself to measure up against these values? How do you think you measure up against simplicity? And the way he defines simplicity is he builds humility into it as well. And goodness, defined again in a way that says openness to others' thoughts and views, and truth. Maybe that's an exercise that you must do in the next few hours, few days, and just be honest with yourself, and say, how would I measure up against these 3 traits that, according to Tolstoy, define or are prerequisites to greatness? You and I know there are many, not just in the public service, but also in the private sector, who would fail various of these traits and qualities of simplicity, of humility, of goodness, of kindness, of consideration to others, of accommodation of others, but most importantly, of truth. The judge touched on a few of those who occupy very high offices in this country, who instead of accepting responsibility, that find scapegoats in very junior officials and blame them for it. My family suffered very personally because of that. When my baby sister was made to take the fall in the Free State Department of Housing for executing an instruction that she was given by her head of department that came from the MEC, who herself was instructed by the Provincial Executive Committee of the ANC in the Free State Province. But 5 officials who simply implemented what they were instructed to implement were found guilty for doing that. And none of the people who instructed them to do that have even been subjects of any discipline. This is what your country is choosing to become. It doesn't have to. It's making this choice. Nothing compels it to be like that, except for the greed and abuse of power and authority by people entrusted into those positions by nobody else but us. The judge says, simplicity, humility, truthfulness, goodness are prerequisites for greatness. And how can we as a society, which was blessed with the great Madiba himself, who epitomized these three qualities and more, betray his struggle and his vision to the extent that we are allowing ourselves to do? The judge says, you as young people, in particular, decide that you want to live in a country where simplicity, goodness, and truth will be the definitive essence of who we are. It's a choice that you can make for yourself, for those close to you, and a choice that you can make for your country. It's in your hands to decide what country you want 20 years from now when you're sitting up in the bleachers and your son or daughter is graduating and you say, yes, I love the country that he's graduating in because I made this contribution. But be reminded as well that this graduation takes place during the month of June. 41 years ago, on the 16th of June, young people, without actually deciding to make a choice, made a choice. We're forced to make a choice in Soweto on June 16th. And that choice cost, on that day only, 540 people died. But the choice that was made on that day changed the future of this country irreversibly. These are choices that you have to make on a daily basis. The judge says, choose to live by this ethos of simplicity, goodness, and truth, and stand the possibility to attain greatness. Judge, thank you very much. Incredible message. Let me also recognize other members of council who are here, and we have Mr. Derek Foster here today. This is the second graduation you've attended this week, and we really appreciate the fact that members of council take the trouble to come and join us in this celebration. Thank you. So I've been bragging a little bit this week about our Vice-Chancellor. And I'm going to do that again. I'm sure he's getting mightily embarrassed by this by now, but who cares? This is the first series of graduations, ladies and gentlemen, on this campus with Professor Francis Peterson as the Vice-Chancellor of this university, having assumed the role on the 3rd of April, 2017. And I'm immensely proud, as the Chancellor of this university, that the Council was wise enough to identify Professor Peterson as the person worthy of leading this institution as it goes forward. I've known Professor Peterson for quite some time now. When he was at Cape Technikon, which is now part of the Cape Peninsula University of Technology, I was at what was then called the Foundation for Research Development. He later moved to MINTEC, the Minerals Technology, which is a research council, where he served as one of the vice presidents. And being at the FRD and later NRF, we interacted quite extensively then. He then later joined Anglo Platinum, the biggest platinum producer in the world, into a position in the executive of Anglo Plats, responsible for strategy. And later, University of Cape Town saw it fit to bring him back into the academic space as the Dean of the Faculty of Engineering and the Built Environment, and later as the Deputy Vice-Chancellor for Institutional Innovation. Now, so there's university training, there's working at a technikon, working in a research council, working in the private sector, back to university. And when he was at Anglo Platinum and at UCT, the role was not bureaucratic or administrative. The role was Chief of Strategy at Anglo Platinum, and at UCT, Deputy Vice-Chancellor for Institutional Innovation. Ladies and gentlemen, you will not find very easily another Vice-Chancellor for any university in this country with the kind of resume and skills and expertise that Francis Peterson brings to this role. We are truly, truly blessed and lucky to have a person of his caliber, but most importantly, Judge van der Merwe, he does not only bring that, he brings simplicity and humility and goodness and truth. We actually have just the Vice-Chancellor that Tolstoy was talking about. Can you please rise there? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This brings us to the conclusion, but I did not thank the Dean. Almost made a mistake. Almost made a mistake. I have to thank the Dean. When it's your turn, we know that this graduation will move. We know that you don't play when you're standing here. And thank you very much for leading us through the session. The university takes pleasure in inviting you for tea, drinks, or coffee in the H. van der Merwe Scholes Hall, which is to the west or to the left as you exit the venue. I'm going to ask you to shortly to rise and join in the singing of the national anthem, in which we will be led by Yanni Marais, accompanied by the graduation instrumental ensemble, directed by Anton Ersterheiser. You are requested to remain standing while the congregation is dissolved and the main and academic processions leave the hall. May you please rise. By virtue of the power vested in me as Chancellor, I hereby dissolve this congregation of the University of the Free State.